Hello. Is my mic on? Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Episode 69 of Punchie TV. How are we feeling, everyone? We got episode 69. We got the same crew. Everyone knows we got James of the Hake Report. We got Nick, the American anchor baby. We got Derrick, the black producer.
So loud.
Of the Jesse Lee Peterson
and
show.
Paused.
Oh my gosh, you're so loud.
We got Bill. We got Bill in the corner.
You want us to adjust your
Yeah.
You said what?
We got the whole squad here.
Bill in the closet. Yeah.
in the corner?
Oh, corner.
Oh, is your headset loud? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
But everybody, episode 69.
Oh, I'm cool.
Oh, see, but he's off camera.
I was looking for everyone in the comments.
Sorry, Kurt.
I wanted to know.
We're adjusting.
Hold on.
Look at Bill.
Lean this way.
We're adjusting so the
Episode
folks.
69, guys, chill. I'm looking for what people think about that song, the intro song. Let us know. Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking, but let me know what you think in the comments. If everyone loves it, I still might change it anyways. But
Dang, so it really
I
doesn't
don't
matter what
know
they
in
say.
the comments.
No complaint from me, sir. I'm not hating that hard,
It's punchy.
but I don't
TV.
like it that much.
And I'm gonna punch Hake, and Nick, and Derrick, and Bill. This is Punchy TV.
I grew up in suburbia, man.
But
I don't wanna
anyways,
fight.
we're gonna go into a couple topics. I want to talk about what we talked about last week for a bit too, because we had some people that were really disagreeing, that had some strong major disagreements. But we'll get into that. So if you do have anything, call in. We're gonna go over some topics. If you have any strong disagreements, any opinions, feel free to call in. We'll save those for a little bit later. See as they come in. But like I said, yeah. Give us some.
Got me? Oh, nice.
If you have anything else, if you want us to read anything, send us some super chats. Greatly appreciated. Most of you guys know how it works with super chats. But
That's right.
yes, sir. So I guess that's all I wanted to go over to start.
Sweet.
Where you gonna-
Call in, send us some super chats to read.
Nice.
I guess we were talking about, what was it last week? We were talking about white people are they being genocided, or are white people being victims?
Yes.
We'll ask. Okay, you want to butt in?
I say both.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't like the latter. I think the latter is worse than the former. Yes, the genocide is happening, if you will.
To say it, what?
Yes, I'm trying to say it in a nice way, like the nice word.
So what did you say?
Because the genocide.
Genocide. What is that? I never heard that before.
G-side.
Oh, okay.
See, that's already a word. So it's confusing.
But the victimhood is worse than that,
Okay.
I say. Because
You think so?
yeah, if we're feeling like we're victims, then we have no chance.
Okay.
I think that's the problem right there. You're afraid to say it. Genocide. Like you're afraid to say the word. Like that's crazy.
The reason I say that I'm concerned about it
For
is
like
because of
YouTube?
like YouTube. Yeah.
You can say genocide.
Well, I don't know.
Can you say homicide?
I said
suicide?
pigs. I literally had to change my top comment from mentioning pigs in my description of today's Hake Report podcast, because the mention of pigs was auto-deleting. You know, pigs are in relation to like Muslims and stuff like that.
Okay.
Nice.
But you say that white
And so
people are being victims?
So my theory is yes, they're playing victim. They're falling into the blackness type of mindset, and that's not good.
Derrick, you totally disagree.
with what he did on his channel, I mean, hey, for the sake of his channel, do what you got to do. But
Yeah.
But for you disagreed initially, saying when he said white. You said
Oh, yeah,
he
for
won't
sure.
even. He can't even call it a genocide. He can't even say it. He's too scared.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, like that's what's going on in the country. Like whites are afraid to say it's a genocide. like Hake was afraid to say the word genocide. Get it?
Nick, what do you think? You're the anchor baby.
Yes.
You're like a free boy.
A free
You're just like-
agent.
Yeah, you're a free agent. You know what I mean? You just
calling
came,
you a
plopped
boy?
right.
Oh, boy, you did call me boy.
You just
called
got
you a
plopped
boy.
right
yeah,
on.
you know what? I didn't care before, but now I do.
I know,
Sorry.
right?
You
That's
just
how
got
it
plopped
works.
right on in American soil.
Yeah, and I became an American.
You became an American.
What's crazy is I've seen the so-called, the genocide. I've seen the replacement. I've seen it in a more advanced state in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So I've definitely seen it. That's
The
one thing I'll
genocide.
say. But one thing I've seen now, as the years have gone by, is some of that victimhood as well.
Okay.
Gotta say, it was this. I'll just summarize. I think the only purpose of saying, "Wow, the whites are being victimized," I think, is to just prove it, if you have to, right? But to prove to those who just don't believe it yet. Other than that, what purpose is there?
Are you a victim of white genocide? You're whitish, right? You
I
look
guess.
whitish to me. Honestly, you look a little white.
Wow.
It's just skin deep,
You look whiter than James.
and I'm pale. Look at me. What's going on? I got that internet complexion.
James look orange like Trump.
Base.
But so
White gen myself. I mean, I never thought about that.
do people
I think
treat you differently because of your skin tone for being white?
Maybe positively. No,
Positively?
I've never noticed such a thing.
Do people assume you're like a white guy sometimes, or
Generally,
generally? And so do the
like
people,
if I think so. Yeah. No one really says. That's the thing. No one really says. So I can't say that people assume. I think people can see a swarthiness, maybe. So it's not always
Okay.
100% always white. I'll
what
say
does that mean, swarthy? That's not white.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, swarthy means tan and
Maybe
like
not that part.
maybe dark haired.
Right.
Okay.
It's not totally actually a white.
What,
white.
more like Middle Eastern kind of?
Yeah, or
I get that. See, I get
those
that.
Italians are Spanish because they mix with the
Okay.
other Muslims,
With the Mexicans probably? Or
Arabs and stuff,
Muslims and there. Okay.
and blacks. Swarthy.
Swarthy. So do people that don't know you initially, do people assume maybe, oh, you're white and you have white privilege or something, or they, I don't know, you tell me.
I think it's a mix. I'm thinking of even callers who've said that about me, and put me in that camp, and they've said it otherwise as well to the opposite. Yeah. So I think I get a mix of responses.
A mix of responses.
I do.
Do you get people going, oh, you're Mexican, but you're not even Mexican,
No, not that specifically, but yeah, essentially, yes.
but essentially Mexican. Okay. Bill, and then we got Bill over in the corner. Bill, he's like mixed, right? Bill's like a whole hoopla of sorts.
We just call him black,
But he doesn't look black though.
but he is.
I think there was a rule about that.
There's a rule about
I
it.
don't know what it was.
A
Bill,
rule
are
about
white
it.
people being
you're leaning the wrong
genocided
direction,
in
Bill.
America?
Huh?
You're leaning the wrong direction. Lean out. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
And then
yeah,
pull that
yeah,
mic
yeah,
towards you.
Yeah, but the mic is far away.
Bill, are white people being genocided
It has a long
in
arm.
America?
I mean, there's
is
just
not
some
satisfactory.
racism. There's
We
just
can't see his mouth
some
move.
racism going on. I would say it like that.
Thank you.
It's okay. Bill's just in the corner. He can give his opinion in the corner if he...
I was talking over him. Repeat what you said.
I just said there's some racism going on. I wouldn't go as far as saying genocide.
So anti-white racism.
Right, anti-white racism, basically.
Anti-white racism?
Yeah.
In what ways?
They're just a bunch of people who are anti-white. I'm thinking. I saw something the other day that kind of was interesting, and it was a bunch of people that someone was asking people on the street, what country had the lowest IQ, and like all the folks who were liberals, basically a lot of women, would all say America.
They were saying America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is on
I'm
the
saying
decline.
they hate us. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's like we've got this country full of self-haters.
So you
That
say it's
meant-
more hatred towards America.
That too. Yeah.
I agree
Yes.
with that. I will say too, though, America is a white Christian country built by white Christian European immigrants, pretty much.
Originally, yeah.
Yeah.
because they were the only ones, by the love of God, thankfully, that could do it. Seemingly no one else has created a country close to America and done what we have been able to do.
That's facts.
But
You know, the other thing is, like, people always bring up that people who lived in rougher temperature and rougher weather, kind of like what Derrick said, who's kind of fallen off screen. Derrick said that meme, that quote, hard times create
okay.
strong men. We quote unquote had hard times up north, so we had to prepare and function better. Whereas it was easy going, it was always warm for the Africans, I guess. And so they didn't really have to prepare or use technology and create technology in advance.
Let's switch. Let's switch them.
Switch what?
Put them in the winter places.
Yeah. And then they'll get
take
smart.
the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Just take the.
I don't think that's the reason. I think it's because white people were Christians, or Europeans were Christians. Thankfully, they, for whatever reason, it happened that way, where Jesus was out doing his thing, and then they sent people. He sent his disciples across the earth, and then, white people, I guess, in Europe, it resonated with them, and
we, the beautiful pagans, we embraced that Jewish religion of Christianity.
Jewish religion of Christianity.
Yeah,
What's
because
that
it started out Jewish. Yeah,
Okay.
Christian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did want to come back
Yeah,
in
I
this
think that's
topic
true.
because last week
Instinctually.
we had a lot of
I don't know
people
how to describe
disagreeing.
this, but- sorry, please.
We had a lot of people disagreeing with. I was saying that white people were being victims about it, though, in many ways. Because all I see now is that they're just complaining and blaming Jews and black people and other just POC, Muslims, whatever. So I understand you have to be able to call a spade, like Trump does.
That's a racist term.
Is that what it is?
A
You
spade is a
call
black person.
Oh, okay. You call
FYI. Shout out.
You call
Just
a.
won't die.
Well, that would work too.
Keep
But call a.
resuscitating this thing.
You call so you just.
But
Be
you
straight up.
can still say that.
There's another metaphor. Isn't
No,
there?
please.
Okay. Anyways.
Call it like it is.
Call it like it is, like Trump.
That's right.
Being able to call it how it is, that all these things are plaguing our country and our society as we know it, and corrupting us, and being able to call it out, but without being a beta and being so complaining and girly and you know what I mean? They're all complaining nowadays, but it's coming from a victim mentality, is how I see it.
Totally.
Because now they're saying, oh, they can't get any jobs. I can't
Angry,
get a job.
yeah.
Yeah, the economy, blah, blah, blah. I can't, the immigrants are stealing our jobs. And that's when we were talking about, it was the 600,000 Asian immigrants, correct? Or Indian or Chinese or something like that?
Students, yep.
China.
Students.
But I mean, we can't say it's not going on.
That what's not going on?
That there is an attack on whites. This stuff is going on. They really can't get jobs. They are being killed, and the people committing these crimes are out on the streets. These things are happening, right? So
It
are they
seems
really?
like it,
Yeah, it's like these things are really happening. So to sit and say, "Oh, they're just playing victim," it's like, am I reading this correctly? Is that what you're saying? What do you mean by they're being victims? What do you?
I see a lot of blaming, like I said, blaming Jews and blaming just non-white people for all their, and saying that, they can't make it today pretty much because of that. And people think that they can't, like I said, oh, I can't get a job. Or,
Well, I mean, that's exactly what's going on.
mm-hmm.
Non-whites are attacking whites. In the job sector, wherever you look, you can just be out frolicking through a field and you might get, raped by an immigrant or killed. Or you could be on a subway and you'll get set on fire. So non-whites are attacking whites is what I'm saying. And even in the black community, you've got Stacey Adams, you got politicians out there trying to create incentives to bash white people. So, I mean, this stuff is going on. It's they're not playing victim. Like, it's like this stuff is going on. They are, like, you can call them the victim in this situation pretty much.
Okay. So Derrick is the Nazi coon on the panel. He's the Nazi coon. I do agree with what you're saying there. What do you guys think, Nick? And what do you think, Nick?
That's Nazi coonery? I don't know. I'm thinking, like, it seems like even if you have a bunch of people that are going to play victim when the goings are tough, there seems to be a dedicated effort that hates white people and by extension America. It goes down to the language, the founders. And so there should be an almost care for those people. And yes, they should not be victims. And I see it a lot. I mean, I'll hear a story of, I can't find a job. I mean, this is going to hurt. People are not going to like it. Because I really don't know everybody's circumstance. But I'll hear a story of, I can't find a job. And I applied everywhere. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I always hear that. Why do I hear that so much? It's like, why can't you? But that's maybe judge. So, but at the same time, there's a concerned effort here. They're showing, like, I can go on and on, but like, there's a concerned effort here. It should be dealt with.
If you can't get a job because you're white, then call into the show and let us know about your experience. James, what do you think?
It's happening, but you shouldn't have like the spirit of the victim that they're developing. The angry thing.
I just have to disagree. I think it's okay to be upset with what's going on. Don't live in it, but keep that passion burning and wake up every day and do something about it. Better yourself, better the neighborhood that you're in, and better your kids too. So yeah, I don't think anything's wrong with it, but letting it harvest in you for a long period of time, and really, in fact, I'll put it like this: letting it rot you from the inside out. Letting it go to an extreme is where things get bad. Like what happened out in Australia, for example, that shooting, with those Muslim guys and the Jews. That's an extreme version of that, and I'm just taking the case for what it is and what they're saying about it. So, of course, we're not calling for like a mass shooting or any type of violence against other ethnicities. It's just people have to wake up and realize what's going on. And I think it's okay to have that passion within you to say, okay, I want change, but don't let it take over. Don't let it take your mind. Don't let it control you. Don't let it make you reach for that weapon or that rifle and go and do something crazy like what happened at Brown University. So
I do agree with the genocide upon whites is a thing, and I will say that it's pretty wicked. It's pretty evil. They hate white people so much. A lot of people that just aren't white, it's just a deep hatred and envy and jealousy of white people, and you see all these killings everywhere, stabbings like that, and that's where I say, yes, get them the hell out of our country. Why are we even giving any people like this a chance?
Yeah, so
but then I see at the other side, people will complain when Trump is bringing in students. He's bringing in, smart students. That's completely different from bringing in these, drug lords and these criminals and rapists, climbing across the board or the wall or whatever they're doing to get here.
I think that's the problem, though. You should see them as the same in a way.
You think so?
In a sense, yeah, definitely.
Say you, James?
What if they have kids who grow up to be brainwashed anti-American children of immigrants, which is what tends to happen?
Yeah, that's
so
the problem.
I share Derrick's concern about the anybody being allowed in here who isn't pro-America and have the spirit of the freedom of speech and the Second Amendment and things like that.
All right. But Kurt,
and
you're all for it.
For what? These students. They're students.
Right,
I think it's a difference. Well, I trust Trump's, like I said last episode, I trust Trump's gut instinct.
Yeah.
And Trump is out here fighting against this white genocide. But he also knows that at the same time, a lot of these white people aren't doing some of these jobs. So we need
And that's not
people
even
that are
what
willing
that
to-
is either. That's just like letting them be students. It's not necessarily becoming a job, becoming a citizen.
Yeah.
It's known that a whole bunch of them do, well, like 15 to 20% do stay. That's enough to be a concern. I mean, like anybody foreign, in my opinion. Like it's just become that level. And I agree with you. I trust him, but I trust him too in making deals. This is just kind of like saying the dirty part out loud, but yeah, I trust him in this too. To make deals that maybe even like you have to like grease some wheels here. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong here, but I think he's trying to have a good relationship with Beijing. He said that over years. He said that I want to be friends with Beijing. Meanwhile, Washington wants to have a war. So, like I said, I trust him. But it is like the dirty part out loud is like these are deals of like we're going to take a hit of immigration and we'll limit it as just students, but it's going to be monetarily positive. And anyways, that's just how I see it.
I do want to say this, that these certain jobs that they might be taking, if they're smart students, there's a difference, from the bottom of the barrel that's coming in and they're taking, whatever they can get in terms of jobs that, jobs that should probably be going to teenagers, you know what I mean? But the students that are coming in and they're maybe taking, the tech jobs, the AI stuff, those type of jobs, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I don't.
No, sorry.
I don't care. I'm not smart enough for that. For those computer things, I don't like any of that personally.
We don't
they
have the
can do
talent.
it. You know what I
Wait a
mean?
second.
I don't want to do any of that. They can do it. Let them
Derrick
do it.
do it.
Yeah, let them do
You
it.
should just like give up your white card like right now.
So
is that what you want to
no,
do?
so
Like, just
so
give it
what?
up. Like,
When
hey,
white no,
exploring,
you
you can
can
give up your white card.
So-
Everybody who agreed with that can
so
just give up their white card. I
when
think
wh-
that's okay.
when white people initially
I'll
came
sell
to
it.
America,
The
they
high
were-
level jobs are the jobs that Americans just won't do.
Facts. Yeah. Like what? What
We
is
don't,
this?
hey, but we don't have the
thing?
talent. Trump said it, and that's and
you guys-
I believe it, and that settles it.
I don't like that type of thinking.
of
I don't like that
saying
at all. No.
Of what?
We don't have the talent, so whatever Trump says, we don't have the talent, so we don't have the talent. That is insane.
I'm sure there's white people out there.
That is-
White people are smart.
Right.
I don't want to
Yeah.
do that personally.
Well-
I'm not smart to do any of that. I don't want to do any of that. So personally, I'm like, you can have them.
Oh yeah,
We
you
could train
give
them.
up
We
your
could
white
train them.
card.
We
Well,
could train
actually,
them.
you've already done that.
I think we could train them. I think both are can be true. I don't have to like everything he says. I can trust him. I think the long term, it's we train them. We train them here. Maybe I'm thinking too Japanese. We shrink a little, take some pain, so that we can do it right and invest in the Americans that are here. Maybe they're dumb. but
train these Chinese people that
no,
are
train the Americans here so that you don't need. Because he's saying there's no talent.
Oh,
he's saying there's
okay.
no talent in America. That's
I
what
didn't
Trump
say
was
that.
saying. That's
Trump
what
was saying that?
What was it that he was saying that they're not talent?
I'm not sure,
In
honestly.
response to someone asking him about talent here in America, domestic talent, he said something
It
like,
might not be as talented.
we don't have it.
Well, think about it for a second. Look at the scope of America right now when it comes to 20 to 30, 40-year-olds. You know what I mean? People in the prime of their careers. What are these people? These people are idiots. They're degenerates. Americans today, they're stupid.
I'm trying my best, bro. Sorry,
Not you.
I'm joking. That's me. that's more telling you about myself than you. Please, let's move on.
But what was I getting at with? So these
30 to 40-year-olds.
Yeah. No, the immigrants coming in, yeah, they can have them. They can have the jobs. So white people came to America initially, and, it's the new world, right?
Well-
They can, let me finish this thought. White people came to the new world, right? And they had to start a country, they had to start a colony, they wanted to make something big, right? So they started doing what they knew to do, they were farming or whatever. And then they were like, oh, I don't care to go, pick the cotton. So we'll have the black people go pick the cotton. You know what I mean? How's that any different than right now us saying, oh, just have the Asians come and do the tech work? You know what I mean?
And what are blacks doing today? Aren't they just great contributors to society?
James,
You got
This
you
is a
gotta
question
get
for you.
real,
This is a
bro.
good
What
question
are
for
you
you.
talking about?
Can
You
you-
gotta get real.
can you
That's
tell
an answer,
Derrick?
Wes.
Can you tell Derrick right now?
You gotta get
There's
real.
an answer
What
to
about
that.
the
That is
blacks?
insane.
I
These
think they should get some sunshine. Get some sunshine, get some work done, and don't be ashamed of whatever jobs that are available.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because so-called menial jobs are admirable, and you'll have some self-satisfaction and some character, from having a job. It kind of disciplines you. Since you don't have discipline in your mind already, or in your heart, the law of your heart, it does a good job of disciplining a man or a male.
Nick?
Yeah, your question is about labor, and there's ways to do that. Like, should we import a labor force to do XYZ job? There's ways to do it where they don't have to become citizens, and other countries do it. It's funny, Jasmine Crockett was speaking like that, telling something about we don't want to pick the cotton anymore. Talking about we need the immigrants to do these jobs that Americans don't want to do because we don't want to pick the cotton no more. When are blacks picking cotton? I forgot. That stopped, I think. But yeah, we could do it essentially. But yes, Americans could do it. Question is, I hear the big criticism, the big refrain is that the companies here though don't want to pay enough. Oh, they don't want to pay enough. They don't want to pay high enough wages. So is that true?
So
that's the refrain I hear.
Cheaper for immigrants.
And so that's why they want the immigrants and all that. Are the Americans asking too much? What is it? I don't know the actual answer to that, to be honest.
Do we have any callers?
You just took a Jasmine Crockett talking point. That's insane.
No callers yet.
Me? No.
You can see right there on that thing.
Oh, you're right.
To say, we don't have the talent. We need these Chinese immigrants. You're taking a Jasmine Crockett talking point. That's insane to me.
You say me?
She can sometimes
Whoever
tell
agrees,
the truth.
I don't agree with Jasmine Crockett. I just said
And saying that we should or shouldn't take in these Chinese immigrants.
that we should. That's what I'm
Oh.
So
saying.
Jasmine Crockett is
There's an argument to
pro-Trump.
be made.
She would agree.
She agrees with Trump on this?
No,
for once she's pro-Trump.
No, I'm saying Jasmine Crockett said, I remember that clip. She was talking about we blacks don't want to do certain jobs, or they were
Americans.
actually not even blacks, but Americans don't want to do certain jobs.
right
Let these immigrants do those jobs
because we don't want to pick cotton anymore.
because we don't want to pick cotton anymore. Like, that's insane. That's a Jasmine Crockett talking point. You guys have taken that upon yourselves and you've applied it to these Chinese students, is what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is if we did it Jasmine Crockett's way, which is current immigration status quo, it would equal new citizens and anchor babies, which is an issue. But in the world of possibilities, there is a way to bring in a foreign labor force, and they don't become citizens. They don't become anchor babies,
But
et cetera, et cetera.
Wait, but these guys are becoming citizens.
But that's not happening. There's no sign of that ever happening anywhere. So I'm not with immigration, but
That 100% is happening. These guys are coming over. Those 600,000 students are going to come over here. They're going to get jobs. They're going to be on these work visas or whatever. They're going to be basically slaves to their employers. So these guys are going to be citizens. They're going to have apartments out here. They're going to have houses. They're going to have little families, and they're going to bring over their culture. And guess what? They're going to start throwing it in your face everywhere you go. And if you say something about it, they're going to look at you and say you're racist. So
about 15 to 20% of them will do that.
And the crazy thing is this would never fly over in China. If we all went over to China and started talking about, diversity is our greatest
We have different
strength.
deals with China.
In 2023,
They don't need our student. We don't need their
insane.
schools.
This is actually maybe a decline because in 2023 to 2024 academic year, a record high of 1.126 million international students were enrolled, marking a 7% increase from the previous year. Under Biden, the top countries of origin are India and China. India leading since 2009, sending over 300,000, followed with China sending 277,000. So they've been bringing in hundreds of thousands of people. So you're complaining about something that you're just only hearing about.
No.
The
I'm
university
saying after, all right, there's going to be a year where in fact, it's going on right now. White people aren't having enough children, and they're going to be replaced with immigrants. They're going to be replaced with Indians, Chinese, whoever, Africans. It's going to happen. You guys aren't having enough babies is the main thing I'm trying to push. Yeah, we've been
No, it's
doing
not
it,
good. I
but
don't like it.
yeah, we've been bringing in hundreds of thousands of immigrants, but we need to stop all of that. That's what I'm saying, and we need to focus on what's going on in the house. You know,
So we'll have a
we
white
need
people.
to clean our own.
will-
We need to clean the room. We need to clean the rooms in our house before company comes. Yeah.
So white people could be a minority.
They
Yeah.
already are among your age and younger.
That's true.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it. That's why when you also said though that this has been going on, Derrick. It's not just a just now thing. This has been going on, and so
Yes.
you're not wrong though. White people aren't making babies. They're not. But I will say this though. I love the Chinese ones. I love the Asians, but the other ones we don't need them. The other immigrants. That's the only one I'm fine with.
What?
Because they're the
The
smart. They're
Asians.
smart. I was telling Nick the other day. I think immigration
IQ.
could be
You don't-
IQ based. Yeah,
you don't
high
love your
IQ.
race, man.
No, we also
What's
need a
wrong with
loyalty
you?
test
Because I've
because they're
seen-
not
sorry.
loyal.
And I've seen in the
Yeah.
same IQ charts that people bring up about like the model immigrants. I've seen this over the years. You know who's always up there? Asians, Indians, and I forget who else. But it's a number of people who are not always loyal, I must say.
Right.
I think the Asians
They
do
may be smart.
assimilate more. So Indians technically Asian, but I don't count that.
It's
I
just,
mean, when I
some
say
charts
Asian,
remember
I
seeing.
think, ching chong.
Right, but if you're saying Asian because you said because they're smart, right?
Yeah.
So going by that metric, I've seen similar arguments made for other model immigrants that are not so loyal, but smart.
Mm-hmm.
But why aren't white people smart enough, James, to do these jobs? Why can't white people just do these jobs?
I think they can. Some of us aren't, or we haven't cultivated. Because we have it easy. Anybody who was born and raised here, oftentimes we don't appreciate the opportunities, and we're not hustlers like the immigrants are hustlers to get those jobs. And sometimes they're more dishonest too, but they're go-getters is the point. And a lot of us don't have that go-getter spirit.
Yeah.
We're spoiled.
A lot of white people are like cooked into thinking certain ways. Like when Obama got in office and you guys started pandering to black people, and then you guys started watching a whole bunch of MTV, sipping Mountain Dew, and smoking a lot of weed, and having a lot of premarital sex, forgetting God, essentially. So that's the real issue. It's like white people are smart. It's just you guys are being manipulated right now. You guys are, I don't know. In fact, I'd say white people are considerate. I think it's now time to start getting rude with people. And I'd say in a godly like sense, don't be afraid to, say something, speak up. I'd say that. Don't be afraid to speak up, because right now things aren't looking so hot, and the country's going down. But hey, I'm just the black man in the corner cheering you guys on.
coon.
I'm just the black
A
man in
good
the
one,
corner
though.
cheering you guys
A good
on.
one.
But you guys really think these Chinese immigrants and Indians are good for the country? Is that what you guys are saying?
If the white
No.
people aren't doing these AI jobs or whatever, I love Chinese.
So you're
they
for
can come
it.
in.
So you're
sure.
for it. You're for it.
Yes, but when it comes to these, I was at Burger King a couple weeks ago,
Boo.
and it was only Mexicans in there, and it took them forever just to get me a burger. It took them like
Was it like mamas?
I went through the drive-through. and
Not
it took 'em
teenagers either, right?
10,
It's like-
15 minutes. Yeah,
It's like mamas.
Yeah.
Grandmamas.
30, 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
So you want white people working at Burger King
Yes.
so they can
Yeah,
enjoy-
like
Oh,
14-year-olds.
You
Yeah.
want white people at Burger King, and you
Yeah.
want
Them in Mexico.
Asians, and you want
Asians
Chinese
doing
and
tech.
Indians.
Not Indians. No, not Indians. They like
And you want Chinese
cow dung. That's
taking your
what
tech
they like.
jobs. All right, this is
Well, white people can. The smart white
this is a
ones
great
can
example
do
of
tech
what-
jobs.
This is a great example of the whites that we don't want. Like
14-year-olds,
in the country.
teenagers should be
Yeah.
at McDonald's working those.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying like he's a great example of like the whites that we don't want. Like we don't like their type of thinking. You know what I'm saying? By we, I'm just talking about like the whole America first, the what I represent. I'm
So
like,
you guys-
I think it's
We haven't
more
heard from
emblematic
Bill.
of.
yeah.
I think it's emblematic of a recent transplant to LA, if I may. I was thinking too. I'd be like going to the shops, like, man, there's so many Mexicans, but also it's like, yeah, duh, transplant. There's a lot of Mexicans around here, and kind of been like that for a bit. So, just my opinion, please, Bill. Bill, the man of the hour.
Yeah. Something.
Wrong camera.
Wrong camera. Wrong
Okay,
camera.
Forget it, Bill. James, what do you think?
He's
All right.
Black.
All right.
We need
So,
like a he
so
black
I'm
sound
just,
effect.
I would just say that, wherever these people are coming from, they all bring something of, they bring where they came from with them. Whatever the bad stuff is, if there's good stuff, they bring some good stuff. If there's bad, they bring the bad stuff. If they have corrupt cops, then, the people strive. You'll have them folks there from that country striving to be a corrupt cop. All right, and this just goes
True.
across the board
Yep.
with anything. As far as the thing about white people, I think white people can do all these tech jobs. It's just our education system is so awful at the moment that they're not really they're not really training people to do these things. I mean, the schools are basically totally ineffective.
It is true that when I went to school, the Indians for
What?
sure, the Asians, they try so hard at all these engineering, these math, you know what I mean, these tech things.
Right? They have their parents. They have
Yeah,
their parents.
every second of every day, that's all they do.
Yeah.
Right.
And so
They have-
I'm fine with if they're
Right.
good at it.
But I'm
go
saying their
for it.
parents are going and pushing them
Yep.
really hard. It's like a whole family thing. It's a whole pride thing and all this kind of stuff to get good grades and all this kind of stuff. And that's what you're running into with the Asian folks. There's a lot
But why
of
can't
that
white
going
people
on.
have that same work ethic, though? I personally,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
want to do that type of work. That's my excuse.
I think we should just leave let the garden grow. Let the garden grow. But the thing is, I think we're all agree. You can let white people should do it. And if there's the Indian family that's working so hard, here's the thing though. When they group up, they start keeping white people out. This is like, maybe it was like
Right.
a little bit more controversial before, but I don't know if I'm just internet brain. Someone will tell me otherwise. Seems like every day is stats and stats about how they're kept out specifically. Like out of the tech
How about
industry.
we assimilate them better, the smart ones? I'm saying, I want to be real clear. These criminals, these druggies, these rapists, these low IQ, throw them in the ocean, throw them in Mexico, throw them in Africa, throw them in the Middle East, throw them wherever they came from. Those people. But the smart people that are taking the jobs that, people aren't, nowadays they're not doing, yes.
What kind of
Yeah, how do
thinking
you
is this?
disagree?
This
How
is
do you
disgusting.
disagree? How do you disagree?
It's a matter of who's
disgusting.
doing
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
don't
a
know.
matter of who's doing it.
This
And
is
very
and it comes to, for example, right now, I trust Trump. 600,000 Chinese, 15 to 20% might stay. Trump decided that that's a good deal for us because it's like, no, we don't want them, but you think it's a good deal. It's a matter of who does it. And if they're like a good
Let's see
one
what
to
the
do
caller
it.
has to say.
Wait.
Let's see
Whites-
what let's see what the
For
caller
one,
has.
you guys
hold on,
haven't
hold on.
even
Let's see what
mentioned.
the let's see
Wait,
what
I was
the
going
caller
to say
has.
real
No,
quick.
just
Y'all
let the
haven't
caller
even
come in.
mentioned the fact that whites, when they apply to these schools, they're being rejected because they're white. You guys have failed to mention that.
Yeah.
They have programs like DEI.
An affirmative action.
Have we forgotten about these things?
That's
What's like?
That's
I
what I was
agree.
alluding
Get rid
to.
of-
Whites
I
can-
agree.
Whites
Get-
can work these jobs.
rid of
it's
those
just
things.
There's an incentive.
Caller.
All
I
right.
was alluding to that. Those you're so right.
Caller, what's your name and where are you
That's a
calling
good point,
from,
though,
sir? Speak it with your chest. Caller going once. Caller going. Oh, maybe make sure he's unmuted too.
Oh yeah.
Caller going
Hey,
twice.
it's Zenny from Canada.
What's
Hey,
up, Zenny?
Zenny.
Hey, Zenny.
Canada in the house.
Oh, I was muted, eh?
Another Canadian.
Hey.
No big deal.
I was muted, eh?
Typical.
Well, I gotta say, Derrick is right as usual. No Hindus.
Hey, no Hindus. You said it. No
Shout out.
Hindus, no Chinese, no Indians. Hey, man, we got to get strict around here,
we don't
man.
look at Trump being. Well, I don't know if he was forced, but celebrating Diwali in the White House.
That's
come
what
on,
I'm
that was
saying.
lame.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, that's the problem with white people. They think it's
Okay.
cute. It's not cute.
Yeah, I know.
What?
I'm with you on
I
that.
got
Well, I don't know what
respect for your
Diwali's
culture.
about
the
and why
heck?
they're doing that.
It's like a
to be
Hindu
honest.
thing where you light a candle.
But that's because Vance is with that.
That's what you do with
Get
friends.
Vance out of
That's
there.
what you do
That's
with
Vance's
friends.
fault. That's not Trump's fault.
See, but exactly, you're gonna have a million more Vances if you let these immigrants in, man. That's the thing. You got to really think about it. Look at Canada. Look, if you guys came to Canada, you walk around people aren't even speaking English.
Thank you.
No one's. They're all, and it's not even they're not speaking English. Everyone's speaking a different language. It's horrible. It's like pure Babylon. It's like this is not what multiculturalism has not worked.
The Tower of Babel, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Also,
maybe
they've been letting
we're
in,
just getting to that next level where
There's a ton of people.
the white
Next
people are
level.
going to go to Mars.
There is no next level.
What?
Multiculturalism has never worked ever in history.
In the kingdom
There
of
is-
heaven, it does.
Oh man, okay? This is heaven.
Yeah, there
Oh,
in another
wow.
realm it works.
If
yeah.
we just keep trying, we'll achieve heaven. That's an insane type of thinking, and
Yeah,
we've got to
that's the
flush
Tower
that
of
down the
That's
toilet.
the Tower of Babel. They're thinking if we can reach heaven, we can build
Oh,
the
yeah,
tower
that's
that
it.
can reach heaven.
That's
it's the
it.
exact same. It's the exact same attitude. If we just get everyone together, we'll be fine. Everything will be peaceful. Everyone will love each other. It's
Facts.
not true.
Multiculturalism
It
has
does not
never
happen.
worked.
So Zenny,
ever.
why can't white people do these jobs that we need these smart Chinese people to do for us?
They can do it. I don't know why you're taking your own experience and saying I don't want to do these
Thank
jobs,
you.
and then you're
Thank
applying it
you.
to all of white people. That doesn't make sense.
Facts.
Somebody
So
needs to
then
take
why
your
aren't white
card.
people doing them?
Take the white card. Why aren't they doing them? They are doing them, but like he just mentioned, there's DEI that's not letting them go to the same schools or get into schools at the same rates.
Facts. These
Right.
universities are ran by liberals, insane liberals at that. They see these
Think
white
about
applications and they
universities.
say, "Oh, nah, I can't do that." Nepotism. Hey, let me get my Indian. Let me get my Chinese in here. Come on, man.
White,
Yeah, not the best.
Whites are in these tech jobs, though. There's 62, according to Brave AI, 62 to 62.5% of tech jobs in the U.S., while Asians
So they do want to do them.
Oh, so they do
Asians
wanna do
are at 20, maybe 29% of tech employees, so they are vastly overrepresented.
You said
But-
white people are 62%?
That's what they
Okay.
claim on the internet.
Okay. Yeah, so 600,000 of them, they'll
So
go
we're
from
ba-
29 to 30 something.
We are representative of our population in there because we're about 60% of the country. 60-something percent.
Don't you think,
I
Zenny,
heard.
that
You know
that
what?
these white people are these Americans? So this is all white people. Everyone that's American today, they're stupid. They're degenerates. They don't
pot?
They're bankrupt.
Why are you
They're
so self-hating?
I'm not
You're
hating
not that
myself.
No,
This is the
Zenny,
state of the
It sounds very
country.
We just got to
self-hating.
Trump. We've just got to trust Trump.
Yes.
If we just
No.
trust
Yeah.
Amen.
Trump,
Hallelujah.
America will turn into
Whoa.
heaven. You know,
Trump is the
after he.
first Jewish president.
Praise the Lord.
Oh yeah. Wait. I was gonna ask.
You didn't see the Roman.
How is Trump really helping white
Yeah, I did see that. It was his.
Okay, never mind.
I want to know.
Would you guys be mad if Trump lied about being Christian and was actually Jewish? Would you care?
No, not at
Good
all.
question.
Because Jesus was
He
Jewish.
could be Jewish on the inside.
He's like Jesus.
You guys.
Jesus was an
He's a
Israelite. He
Christian
was not
Jew.
Jewish in the sense of modern Judaism.
He celebrated Hanukkah.
Wait. What does that
No, he
mean?
didn't.
What does that mean? He was Israelite, but he wasn't a Jew.
Yeah.
He was a son of David
Wait, so how is he
Yeah,
from the tribe of Judah.
Wait. Explain that, Zenny.
So yeah, there's everyone needs to realize there's a difference between Israelis and Israelites, right? And there were
I
12
disclaim.
tribes
What that
of
here.
Israel. 12 tribes
Nobody.
of Israel. Only one of them was Judah, and that's where the term Jews come from. So that's only one of the tribes.
Look at that outfit.
So you
And
gotta ask
Israelite is another tribe.
Israelite is was the whole with all of them.
Oh,
was all
so
the
they're
12
one
tribes.
of the. So the Jews are Israelites.
Yeah.
So
The
Jesus,
Jews-
was-
the true
yeah,
ones.
so
Modern day
I thought it was the
Jews.
same thing too. Yeah.
Oh,
could
you're
be
confused.
from Judah, but yeah, that's not all of Israel. So they're not like all of Israel is just Jews. Those terms weren't interchangeable.
So
when
you say
Israel was
Jesus
Israel.
wasn't a Jew,
Jesus was an Israelite, yeah.
but not a Jew.
not a Jew.
I
no.
swear he's a Jew. What else would he be? That's all it is in the Bible. He's a
Well,
Jew.
actually, no, he wasn't.
I heard he was the king of the Jews.
Yeah, he's the
growing up.
king of the
So he
Jews.
was from the
Gotcha.
tribe. He was
That's what
from
they
the
called
tribe
him
of
growing
Judah,
up.
my
Pull
bad.
up the Bible. Pull up the
They
Bible,
say he was
Jamie.
mixed.
But I just mean I mean when I say that Jesus wasn't
Is that
a
why you
Jew,
went,
I mean,
ah?
he wasn't a Jew in the
No, 'cause
modern
he admitted
sense
he's
of what
Jew.
Jews
Yeah, I
are.
get what you mean. I get
He
what
wasn't
you
a
mean.
Jew as a say?
in the modern sense.
In the modern sense of Jews, because Judaism today is basically just like we don't accept Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ was the fulfillment of all prophecy. So
Yeah, I think a lot of
you
people
put it
forget
like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that. That's why when I
Okay.
hear these terms like Judeo-Christianity or
Yeah.
or Judeo-Christian or whatever you call it, it's weird because they don't believe in Jesus. So how are we
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
same? How are we
Well,
compatible?
Just
you grew
because
up with
they
the Ten Commandments. That's how I always understood that.
So just because they rejected Jesus, Jesus was still a Jew. He just was rejected by all the other Jews.
Not
He's
all.
still a Jew. Yeah, and there's Messianic Jews.
Yeah, there's his own. There's many of his own disciples were Jewish.
Could you be a spiritual Jew?
Yes.
What do you think,
What do you
Zenny?
mean by that?
Could you be a Jew on the inside? You know how
Like JLP.
Jesse says he's what on the
Jew
inside,
on
but
the
he'll say
inside?
he's like he's said that before, right? That he's Jewish or something.
Yep.
Spiritually.
But
Could you be
what is the spirituality of a Jew though? Like what does
I
it
don't
mean?
get it.
Like when you talk about a Christian in the spirituality, you think
Grafted
about, like,
in, chosen by God.
Oh, pull up the Bible. I know what the verse. you're
chosen by
talking
God.
about.
But how
Can I
do
pull
they
this up,
act though?
Jamie?
What are the fruits of the spiritual Jew?
Like Jesus. They act like Jesus.
No,
So-
yeah, is that how
So from
Jews
what
are?
I know
Children of the
from the
Father.
Bible, from what I know from what I've read in the Bible, is that God made the Jews, right? He put the Jews over there, and then everyone else was the Gentiles. And so he said, "The Jews, you're the chosen ones," and because of that, you're gonna have all these. Whatever happened in the Old Testament, I don't know the full story, but they're the Jews
Anti-Semitism.
over there. So that's just how God made it: was Jews and Gentiles. That's just how it happened. And Jesus was a little Jew in Bethlehem.
Yes. Okay, but let's talk about how the reason that white people are being genocided in their own countries all over the world, and the reason why they can't organize into groups and defend themselves in a way where they say like, oh, like in college, you're like, oh, I'm gonna have the white people's club. You know, you can't do that, or else what are they gonna
Yeah.
call you?
Yeah, racist.
Ding ding ding.
So,
ding.
so what?
Nazi.
racist. That's it.
So what? They still
Call
can
you a
do it.
Nazi.
They can still do it, and they don't need college anyway. So who cares? Look at this is all old news now because we have our future president who's overcome all of that.
I
Yeah,
think,
but I'm just saying right now.
know
I'm
what's
just
funny
saying
about what you
the
said?
truth-
I don't wanna cut you off.
The fact
Please
of the
keep going.
matter is that the Holocaust.
Never mind.
Yeah, the whole idea of the Holocaust is what prevents white people from organizing themselves into groups that can defend their own culture.
Can
That-
you,
that
can
has
you,
just
can
said-
you
Ding,
hold on,
ding,
hold on,
ding,
hold
ding,
on, hold on. Can you
ding.
elaborate on this more?
Ding, ding, ding.
Can you elaborate more? Why is
He
why
said
would
it.
that
I think
hold
he
us
said it right
back?
there.
Because, like, let's say you want to form a group of one, like, white men. You're like, we're going to have a white man association, and we're going to, like, make politics. And we're going to invest into politics, and we're going to try to, like, make things better for the white men. What's going to happen to you? People are going to call you a Nazi, and you're going to get canceled.
People are doing that.
Exactly. Look at me.
People are doing that. Jesse had someone on the show before. It was Orania, if I'm not mistaken.
There's Arania, and then
People
there's a
are
place
doing
in,
that. People,
in the States.
You're allowed to go self-segregate. You can go live wherever you want. You can go live in the northernmost part of Canada. You'll never find a black person. It'll only be white people. You can't find any Indians or Mexicans there.
You
Yeah,
can't
but we'll see if that
oppress.
actually works out
You know
long
what's so
term. I mean, like, I heard a lot of people are trying to shut those places down. They're trying to say, like, they're
Of
racist
course.
and get their, like...
No one lives
Whatever.
out there. No one lives out there. There's
It
so
doesn't
much
matter.
land
They don't
in the
want white
world.
people they don't want them having their little community.
No,
there are
there's-
people out there that just will like sue them or like try to get governmental organizations to take away their whatever permits. and
There
stuff
is
like that.
so much uninhabited open land in the world, so much that not even close. I saw some before. It's like all of humanity could fit in like Manhattan,
But
like in a
wait.
cube. Like there's so much land that anyone can go and start their own.
You got to listen to
Yeah.
yourself because it's like, what is America? You know, oh, white people can't be themselves in this part of the country, but they can be themselves in this part of the country, in this rural. no, middle of nowhere. That's insane. You should want to be fully American, fully white. I'm not white, I'm black, but you should want to be fully
So
white.
would you deport
Christian,
yourself,
anywhere
Derrick?
in the country?
Derrick,
is what
would
I'm
you
saying, and that should be your attitude.
Would
You know,
you-
this whole, whites can get together, but they can get together over in yonder,
Over there, in the
over
middle of
here, in
nowhere.
the middle of nowhere. It'll be fine. Like
No,
that's,
they can go
you
to-
organize. You can organize
No.
yourself
Like,
over
this-
here in the middle
this-
of nowhere.
this
where
You can go to
attitude,
Iowa.
you know.
Get your country.
This attitude is just.
I mean,
that's
it's
what's
the
killing
reality of the
country.
situation, though.
Yeah.
Have a can-do attitude and do what you can.
Well, white people
Follow
move
the
to the nicer
opportunities.
areas.
And I
They
think-
move away from the ghetto.
Yeah.
They move away from the minorities. They move to the nicer areas.
But
Isn't
I
that
think
what they already
white
do?
people. I think white people can do a lot more if they put their minds to it. Is basically.
Wait, hold
what
on. How
I'm
about this,
saying.
Derrick?
Thank
Would you
you.
deport
That's
yourself?
right.
You're not white. Would you deport yourself from America?
What are you talking about?
Would you deport yourself from
Would I
America?
deport myself from
They're
well,
America?
you
whiter
said,
than you.
America,
I know, right?
exactly.
I'll
So,
take- how about I take your white
So-
card
white people
and
more
I'll
than
be
you
fine?
are.
How about
So-
we deport you?
I'm
I'll
whiter
take
than
your
you.
white card.
I'm
That'll
black.
be
so
fine.
you're saying America should be white? We should put the foot down and kick everyone out. Would you deport yourself?
No,
Would
I'll
you?
be fine. I just take your white card because it's
Take
on
the
the
white
ground.
card.
It's on the ground somewhere in here. I'll pick it up, so I'll be fine. You can take
Zenny,
my black
are
card.
you white?
No, I'm black and Jewish.
So how is that possible?
But he's white Jewish.
Bluish.
He's
Wait,
black
you're
and white
Jewish.
Jewish.
This whole
because-
time you're
because
Jewish and you're hating on the
everyone
Jews.
with a common sense can understand that the reason that we love living in these countries is because they had white majorities. And now that they're losing their white majority, we're losing our standard of living and every good value that we had. So
We can get it
anyone
back.
with a brain can see this, that we don't need any more immigrants. We need white people to take their countries back.
Were you born in Canada, Zenny?
Yes, I was.
You were born in Canada. As a black
Yep.
Jew?
Yep.
I've never heard that before. A Canadian black
I'm
Jew.
a Jewish science experiment.
What does that mean? So is your mom black? Your mom's Jew?
Dad.
No.
Your
Doc.
dad's a Jew.
Docs.
Well, you don't have to dox it.
Doesn't
I
Zenny-
love
Be
when
aware
she-
that this
doesn't
makes
Zenny call
noise.
you about
I
flat
love-
Earth? Doesn't Zenny call you about flat Earth?
No, Zenny's a baltard for
Oh,
like me.
never
Zenny,
mind,
would
never
you?
mind, never mind.
Canada should be a white country, right? You should deport yourself from Canada, right? You're black.
Nah.
What are you talking about?
We can just deport everyone with an accent, with a funny accent that came here in the last 10 years. Everyone else, like 10 years ago, we were good, but everyone that came in the last 10 years at this unsustainable rate.
I do agree with
It
that
was
point.
entitled.
Yeah, I agree with you that the bad accents. And
Yeah, it's about accent. If
Yeah.
you have a Canadian accent, I know you're Canadian, but if you have some weird accent and you barely speak English, then I
Where
know
all these, they
you
don't
have
even
to
speak
both
English here. They all speak Mexican. I was at a gym
Yeah.
the other day in the
Mexican.
locker room in America, and they're speaking Mexican in there.
Bruh, it's crazy.
But if they're smart, it's okay. If they're smart and they've got
Well, in California,
Yes, I agree.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
But because the
Smart,
Chinese,
it's okay.
Seems
like
Los
dogs.
Angeles.
it's okay. I'll put up with
let
it.
me say this: the Chinese are smart because they do assimilate at least a little more than the others.
You think Chinese people assimilate?
Yeah,
Just quiet.
yeah.
Have you not heard
Here's
of
a-
Korea?
Left
Yeah.
and
What?
right.
Yes, they're quiet,
May I?
and they
What's
get. Go ahead, Nick. Actually,
I'm a little at this point now. I'm actually just a little lost. What is your position actually? What are you saying? More immigrants? I'm not understanding.
I'm
what
not
you're
saying more immigrants. Like I said, I trust
Yes.
Trump's gut instinct.
That's where I'm at.
And it makes sense where get the stupid ones out and get the ones that they can't run anything right and they're just bringing destruction to our country. Get them out. But if we're having a problem with getting, these supposedly, college educated people to do smart jobs because they're, college failed them, then, let's get the smart Asians. You know what I mean? And otherwise, China's going to take over
No, I
as the
trust
superpower.
Trump too. I was just confused.
You
'cause
see
it's like-
China? Do you guys see China looks sick? Some of the
That's
infrastructure?
true.
I mean, as in awesome, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Some of the
Sick means
infrastructure.
cool.
China's
Boomers.
awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're killing it over there.
Well, that's
no,
just
I
propaganda.
trust Trump too. I was just lost because it's like now they're saying like they're just like against immigration. You're like, but deport yourself. I was like, wait, do you want more immigration? No, I was
asking them to see their point because they're both, him and Derrick are both black and they're both saying we need a white country.
But we're not immigrants, though.
You want to know why China's so awesome?
Why?
Nationalism.
Okay.
There you go. They're all together. What's our problem? We're not all together. Blacks hate whites.
So then we have to deport you.
Mexicans
But you said you would-
hate
we-
whites
you
for
said
trying
not to
to
deport
them. Hold on,
yourself.
hold on.
You said you wouldn't
Mexicans
deport
hate whites
yourself.
for trying to deport them. Indians. We've got a huge bowl, just a huge bowl full of multiculturalism, diversity. And how's that helping the country?
I've been saying that.
Where's the unity? There are all these different religions in America right now. How are we going to beat China? You know, and why is China so awesome? Because they're moving all on one accord, on one agenda. They're focused right now on their own well-being. They're working as hard as they can. And what are we doing? We're not doing anything.
It may even be simpler than that. I think I see
In
China
fact, we're putting
investing in themselves.
women in positions of power, knowing they can't handle stress well.
Oh, I'm 1,000,000% on you with that
Oh,
take.
but you
get
get
the
that.
woman out of here.
You get
the
that.
woman.
That's the issue. It's like
get the
you've
woman out
gotta-
of these jobs.
You've got to
these
understand.
positions. Yep.
That's why I think it's okay to identify with things at times. It's okay
How
to
come
realize
China
your
isn't
identity.
clamoring?
It's okay.
How come China isn't clamoring for the H-1Bs? They're clamoring for the. Unless I'm wrong here, unless they're importing a bunch of workers because they need it or so, and their birth rates are low or something. I heard their birth
We got
rates
one
aren't
more
too
caller.
Well.
Oh,
But why aren't they
weird-
clamoring for
coming
the
down to here.
Indians? Why aren't they clamoring for the Mexicans? They seem to have taken a long game and invested in themselves, and I think it's paying off. They're the second strongest and a potency in the world. That's what I hear. I don't know.
Zenny, do you have anything else before we let you go?
No, I'm good.
Thank you, Zenny.
Well, thanks for calling, Zenny.
Alpha.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good one, guys.
Alpha Jewish Black Canadian. Take care.
We had another one.
Yeah, we have.
Bill,
Do
you
we have
gotta-
time?
It's got to be quick,
I
right?
hear Bill's.
Hey, I'm going to
rumblings.
throw in a few things. And one is things are not great in China. You are right about, it's basically illegal to not be a nationalist over there.
You have to be a nationalist
Right,
by law.
right. It's illegal. It's illegal, and they go and censor you on the internet. If you say anything against them, or any criticism, and they run everything like it's all about the looks. It's not mostly about the looks.
Appearances.
Not about appearances. Not about things working or being functional, and. So it's all flashy, a big building, all flashy, and it's 25% occupation in the building, it's a lot of stuff for looks, and not actually doing or being functional.
Yeah, I don't think we should be exactly like China. I think there's a particularly American spirit, and what you described doesn't sound American. I think, but
No,
in the
not
same
at
way
all.
that they invested in themselves and their own people, and they're not clamoring for all these other immigrants as workers, we can invest in that same American spirit. It doesn't have to be Chinese.
Hold on, hold on.
but
James,
Chinese.
bring on the caller. We got one caller.
Yeah.
But the Chinese
It's got to
are
be
like,
quick, right?
Yes.
they're like so corrupt right now. They're so cutthroat with their own people.
But they're not selling their Chinese people out.
Okay,
think
Caller.
that-
bring
just
him
that
in.
one point.
Caller, where are you calling
Sorry,
from?
caller,
They kind
caller.
of sell everybody but their old family out, basically.
Hold on, Bill.
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I don't know about China like that.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Josh from Georgia. What's up?
Hey, Josh
Hey,
in
Josh.
Georgia. Alpha.
So
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, I was just gonna say that. We need the immigrants. We need but we need the H-1B. I'm for that with Trump because we're destroyed here. No one does blue collar jobs here except immigrants. They tricked us into going to college. They tricked our generation into being soft, and they brainwashed us in college. Now we don't know how to do. We're not skilled workers.
Yep, 100%. I agree.
And that's what Trump is doing with that. Because I'm out. All they're doing in trucking right now, for the past 3 decades, immigrants been doing all the trucking jobs here and sending their money back to their home country.
Crazy.
And just using America. This is since the 80s and 90s, and they've brainwashed us into thinking that we need to go to college and be lawyers and doctors and blue collar workers for poor people. But that's
Not
a lie.
even
So-
that. They're doing, gender studies, whatever, women's studies. They're doing Africa
Yeah.
studies. They're doing all these BS. College is a complete scam, waste of time
It's
and
a
money.
scam.
Yeah.
Bogus speech.
And they're not learning to do any sort of work at all. They're wasting so much time. and that's
Yeah.
why these other immigrants, they're working.
And
What?
they're also
Yep.
learning to basically just hate America.
through
Hate
the
America,
through
yeah.
the schools.
That's all it
Hate
is.
white people.
You guys.
Hate everything that's come about.
Facts.
Hate
You
come
guys.
from it. I mean, and it's just we're watching the division and everything that doesn't work that's coming out of it.
You guys, I disagree. This is not the answer. College is okay. Yes, it's expensive, but you've got to get in there and get something that's effective, man.
They're not
you
doing
guys
that.
are talking
though.
about.
None of them are doing that. They're only going there for sex.
I don't know the
and
college
to
is
have-
all that.
to
With
party.
AI, I don't
Listen,
know the
no,
college is all
bullshit.
that useful
The
anymore.
people
Yeah,
at
just
these
go to
Ivy,
YouTube. Just
wait,
go
the
on YouTube.
people, The people at these Ivy League schools are running society. Or you guys have to embed
Right,
that into
they
your
do.
mind.
No, they
Keep
really
that in
don't
your
run.
mind.
The blue collar workers really run society.
That's right.
Actually, but they
they
see,
run
they
the
trick you into
infrastructure.
thinking that.
Oh, the
The
blue
plumbers,
collar
without
workers.
plumbers, without welders and electricians, everything falls apart.
Facts.
True,
These-
but
these,
we're
educated
talking
people,
about the
they're
people
dumb.
running the
They don't even
government.
do nothing.
Oh, okay. So your government.
What's
Oh, I
really
see.
going on?
I see.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
all the blue
plumbers
collar
and truckers,
workers,
and they run everything.
because blue
But
collar workers are getting together and they're using their leverage to control what's going on in the government.
Right. Well, they're
Right.
not.
Right.
They're not. Right.
Like that's going
Right.
on. Yeah, insane, buddy. The people with the people with money are the people that go to these schools and they get these tech jobs that people don't want to do, some say. But the thing is we need to start encouraging people to go to school, to
No, we
get
shouldn't.
these
Super
high,
chats.
encouraging people to go to school for the right things, not for some
No,
dumb art
they
degree,
shouldn't go to school.
but
They
go to
shouldn't go to school
for
at all.
all right.
They should start a farm. They should be a home. They should
I'm
live a
with- I
homeless
agree.
lifestyle. That's
I
what they
agree
should do.
with you.
Right.
Yes,
That's what
I
the power
agree.
is.
Work at a farm.
I agree
all
with you,
day.
Josh.
You called in because
Yeah.
you said that these immigrants have all these trucking things and it's just terrible and they're just sending the money back.
But
I'm
that's
a
an
little lost. You want
independent,
more of
free
that?
mind right there. Is
No, he
this
wants
isn't
Americans to do
working?
those
College
jobs.
isn't working. I'm gonna go do my own. I'm gonna start on my own. I don't care what y'all are doing. I don't care what y'all think. I'm gonna figure out how to do it on my own. These people complain about I can't get a job.
You're
Go
adding all
figure
that.
something out. That's what you have to
Right.
do. Otherwise,
You
you're gonna
didn't say
die.
all
What are you gonna
that.
do? Sit there and
No,
cry forever?
no.
Go figure it out.
That's your characterization. And it might
Okay.
be nice. I might like it, but he's just saying stuff. He's just saying, yeah, no, more H-1Bs, more. And they're scamming here, too, and they're sending all their money back. You're saying you want more of that, essentially. We should have,
Because Trump would make them not to where they can't send their money back. They have to spend it here. They have to pay money into our
$100,000.
system.
now
Right.
you're talking
Yeah,
about
right.
a more
Yeah.
nuanced plan,
Trump
a more
makes
a
deals.
change to.
Trump is
Now
a
you're talking
deal
about
maker.
reforming what's already there. See, that's already different. But I'm just wondering.
I need you to just truly just conceptualize what I'm fixing to say to you. These Chinese immigrants are coming over here taking jobs, tech jobs that could be given to white people. These Chinese people are taking white people's jobs. These Chinese people are bringing their culture over into the country. Okay, they're going to have all the money, and with money comes influence. Are you guys and
Nah, it
with
don't work
that
like
being
that. It
said,
don't-
what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
What are you
because
talking
you can
about?
create your own.
Have
If you have a skill,
money?
if you have a skill, you
What
can
are you
create your
talking
own
about?
job. You don't
If
have
I-
to beg.
if I
you
wanted
don't
to
have
run-
to complain. That's
What?
the victim
The Great
mentality.
White Hope.
They're not
How do you
giving
think the
these
Great White
jobs.
Hope
That's
became the
victim mentality.
president? How do you think the
Unfortunately,
great?
we gotta
how
cut
do you
this
think
off,
your
don't
great?
we?
How do you think your Great White Hope became president? It took money. He had to
No,
get
it didn't take money. No, it took skill. It took
He already.
skill.
Oh,
He had-
skill. It doesn't take money.
No, it
okay.
didn't
Skills
take
to
money.
pay the bills.
Well, you don't know what
Skill
you're
makes
talking
the
about.
money, man.
Josh,
No, it
thanks
takes
for
skill,
calling, Josh.
homie.
What are you talking?
We're,
All right,
we're,
all
we're,
right,
we're
great
short
show,
on
guys.
time,
Great show.
unfortunately, but thanks for calling.
All right, no
You gotta
problem. Thank
get
you, man.
real.
Appreciate it.
You just gotta get real. You gotta
Have a
realize
good one,
you
Josh.
gotta get some money.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta get
I left
real.
him for the click. My bag. Super chats. We got a couple of super chats. Well, I did the poll Punchie TV intro song. I don't know. Said 42%. 42%. I don't know. 37% said so good. 21% said it stinks.
Okay. That's interesting mixed reviews, but okay.
Jermaine says Derrick is on fire. Jermaine in Canada,
It's getting
I
hot.
presume.
They're
Yeah,
all
it's getting
Canadians.
hot. I
What's
need
wrong
some-
with these
I need some
Canadians
ice
in our
water.
business? Thanks for the super chat, Jermaine.
Canadians are our little brothers.
Thank you, Jermaine.
Groovy Monkey, Kilo Alpha Tango, Foreign Rebels. Shout out to you guys over on the D Live crew. And I think that's all for now. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
What's up, Lalo? Nice.
Nice. Thank you, guys. Do we have time for final thoughts?
Sure. Right?
It's getting
Yes.
hot.
Final thoughts. Keep it kind of short. Don't go too crazy. Keep final thoughts. We'll just go, James.
Don't worry. Trump may make some mistakes, but overall, he's doing America a great service.
Nick.
Amazing.
There's a reason the MAGA base is split up right now. Investigate, see what's going on, look around. If you don't like what you see, if you don't like what you read, do something about it. Stop being afraid, you know? If the person that you idolize isn't exactly who you thought it is, who you thought he was, it's okay to speak up about these things, because what's most important is what tomorrow is going to look like. And, you know, fearful people aren't going to make change in this country. You know, idiots, well, not idiots, but
I did say
slow people aren't going to be able to understand what's going on.
I did say
I don't want to say that.
I did say keep it short.
But that's
This is
the
short
main
for him.
thing, you know?
No, I'm kidding. Shout out.
Okay.
That's the main thing, you know? And I know it's not short, but
Bill.
it needs to be said, you know?
I don't know, man. I don't have a lot to say here.
Okay. I
Good
think
enough.
Trump is MAGA amazing. And he's doing a good job. And I think I'm not going to sit there on a computer and do this AI job. And they're like such
There's
they're
nothing
so-
wrong with the AI jobs,
Yeah,
man.
it's too frantic to me. They're like super frantic. I don't want those jobs anyways. They can have them. But all these other illegals, whatever, that are ruining the country, get them out. I trust Trump, though. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the super chats and calls. Tune in. Next week is to be determined, but we'll
Next
see.
week is Christmas Eve, so we may or may not go
yeah,
live.
it is Christmas Eve. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, thanks
be
for
announced.
tuning in. This was Punchie TV. Thank you guys for being with us.
Jabrail says, Happy Holidays, Punchie TV, with a very generous super chat.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jabril.
Agree.
Punchie TV!
Punchie TV!